I really want to inspire people to eat more vegetables, more green. That's my mission. I love them, and I really want to transfer that love I also had from my mother and her vegetarian kitchen to people around the world. And we begin with Danes, but we never know. This is just the first chapter of this place.
We're here outside restaurant Geranium in Copenhagen. Now that restaurants are allowed to reopen here, Geranium has opened again for dinner. But for lunch, they're doing something new, a temporary plant-based restaurant called Angelika. It's going to be located inside their test kitchen, private dining room area, and it's a little more casual than the tasting menu next door. And of course, there's no meat, no animal products of any kind, only plant-based butters are used, lots of vegetables here in season. If you're new to our channel, please consider subscribing so that you can see more videos from some of the world's best restaurants. Let's go see what Chef Rasmus is cooking.
My name is Rasmus Kofoed, and this place here is Angelika. The name is after my mother, and it's a tribute to her and also to the plants. It started with me growing up with a vegetarian mother, so I was fed with tons of vegetables. And as I was getting older, I started using more vegetables in my home cooking, also at Geranium, and that inspires me to open a vegetarian restaurant. But then during the lockdown, and I have been isolated in a beautiful little island, I was really outside in nature, and I've been on plant-based diet, which means nothing from the animal, for the last 5 months. I just got that feeling that, I mean, why don't you open this place and let it not become vegetarian, but be plant-based? Hello. Good to see you. Good to see you. Welcome.
We've missed you guys.
Yes, we missed you, and we missed to open up our space. This one here is something I do twice a week with my daughter Augusta, and she calls it smoothie. So what it is tons of blended vegetables, some flaxseed oil so you can get out the vitamins and nutrition, fruit, pine, and matcha tea. So this is toasted bread with caramelized onion, some dried chickpeas with yeast, freshly picked herbs, black pepper.
This is the prettiest bread I've ever seen. Caramelized onions.
I mean, the red lentils, for example, they consist a lot of protein, they're very healthy, a lot of nutrition, and I mean, it's just about cooking them right and seasoning it right. So we cook it with some vegetable stock, a little bit of plant-based butter. We season with curry salt, little onions, celery is also in there. And then we top it with all these fresh strawberries and tomato, olive oil, black pepper, spiciness from thyme and the savory and basil. And I think that's really surprising. You have like the heat from the bottom, from the lentils and the curry, and then all these summer aromas from the strawberries and tomatoes and the acidity. This is casual home cooking. It should not be complicated. It should focus on taste and cooking skills, like when you grill, when you salt in the right amount, but it should not be too complicated. And you know, that's something we need to get used to, because this is a different type of kitchen than what we do at Geranium. It's more into small details. I mean, here we don't need tweezers because I want that we have our hands in the food. So this is new, all is organic, biodynamic here as well. Also these beautiful baby potatoes. We cook with salted water, rosemary, a lot of thyme and garlic. And we stir them in the pot with olives, pickled lemon and black pepper. Some of the last Ramson flour, blended leeks and potato.
So much flavor from the rosemary. So good.
So all the food that we're serving here is something I cook at home for my little family. And when I develop like a dish like the beetroot steak, I did it at home. So it's not developed here at Geranium, because then I would probably use a fancy machine or something. So it needs to be like home cooking, which can very easily be done in, I would say, half an hour from the beginning to the end, and then serves very fresh. So serving vegetables, it's great in this season, but very important is the cooking technique actually. Cook it and serve it. And I mean, if it's new potatoes, don't overboil them, cook them on point, serve them poops to the table. So from the kitchen to table, it's very short time. I mean, we cut the tomatoes, the strawberries last minute, we serve it. So you can feel that in the food, that it's fresh, it's healthy, but it also tastes good. Ow, 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 ow.
Hot.
Yes. So it's oven roasted asparagus, the purple ones, white ones, Ramson, beach plants, and Seaweed.
Wow, beautiful.
Having grilled and raw vegetables with creamy butter beans, pumpkin seeds and sesame, and our own homemade sauerkraut with apple and juniper. So please enjoy. Chocolate ice cream based on oat milk and soya cream, chamomile and vanilla ice cream on top, and crumble, which is based on almond, chocolate and dried berries. So put as much as crumble you want on the top and just enjoy.